Sports with Josh Moser.
Hi there, everybody. The Rockies have been red hot as of late and are once again relevant in the NL West. Tonight, game 2 of a 3-game interleague set against Kansas City. And Greg Reynolds getting the start tonight for Colorado in place of Ulysse Chassin, who was scratched with tightness in his forearm. But we start with Todd Helton at the dish in the bottom of the first. Ropes one to right off Kyle Davies. Carlos Gonzalez scores. Rockies strike first. More from Colorado in the second. Ty Wigginton takes Davies deep to the opposite field, but it just stays inside the ballpark. Seth Smith comes around. Rockies now up 2-0. 12 hits for Colorado last night. 15 for the Rockies tonight as we watch Chris Iannetta punch one through the infield. Wigginton scores 3-0 Rocks. And then the new guy, Mark Ellis, putting one in the gap in right center. He had 3 doubles on the night, and the Rockies would go on to win 9-6, making it back-to-back wins at Coors. And some American Legion baseball going on today in town. Gene Taylor's hosting Pomona at Canyon View Park. Bottom of the second, Taylor's down 2-0. It's Drew Bridges lifting one to left. That's deep enough to score Roland McLaren on the sac fly. Pomona's lead cut in half. Now to the third, Pomona leading 4-3, and it's the former Wildcat Levi Kramer putting one back up the middle. 2 runs score. Gene Taylor's now back on top, 5-4. Move to the 6th inning now, and it's McLaren in relief. Leaves the breaking ball up in the zone. It's slapped for a 2 RBI single by Nate Allinger. Pomona takes a 7-5 lead. However, in the bottom half, the bats coming alive for Gene Taylor's. Bridges puts one through the left side with the bases loaded. 2 runs would score. Game now tied at 7. So very next batter is Hutton Veach, and he puts it in the exact same spot. Gene Taylor's put up 6 runs in the frame. They go on to win game 1 11-7. Bridges looking to keep things rolling into game 2.
I think we just take the same approach that we did later in the game. Attack early, get the hits, and then, be aggressive on the base pass.
And the boys trying to stay cool in the dugout before the start of that second game, and it was Roland McLaren cool on the mound. He had a no-no through 4 1/3 for Taylor's, but it would all come apart in the 5th. Just unable to find the zone, Pomona would put up 5 runs in the inning and take a 2-run lead. However, Gene Taylor's would rally back in the 6th. Zach Lebsock sends one to right. Great catch there in the right field, but it's deep enough to score Casey Burns from third. And all of a sudden, we have a tie game at 5 apiece. So this one would go to extras in the bottom of the 9th. It's who else but Bridges. He lifts this one to left. The left fielder loses the ball in the sun. Tim Gastineau would hustle around from first. And it's Gene Taylor's winning in walk-off fashion, 6-5, sweeping the doubleheader. So now Gene Taylor's will be back on the field again this Wednesday, traveling to Longmont to play the Twins in Legion action. And the next homestand for the boys will be 2 weeks from now on July 15th. They will host Rocky Mountain Hit Club in a 4-game set at Canyon View. Now, there have been a lot of greats in tennis. Chris Everett, Steffi Graf, Kim Clijsters, but recently it's been Maria Sharapova. The Russian, by the way, of the U.S. has been playing lights out, and today looking to close Wimbledon with a Grand Slam title. So here we go for all the marbles, the women's final from Wimbledon. Petra Kvitova taking on Maria Sharapova, and tennis great Martina Navratilova in attendance to watch the final. Pick things up in the first set. It's Kvitova up a break, and Sharapova can't handle the serve. She drops the first set 3-6. Fiancé Sasha Vujacic can't believe it. Things stay the same in the second set. This is championship point for Kvitova, and what a way to go out and ace up the middle. She wins her first career Grand Slam, knocking off Sharapova 6-3, 6-4. And now on to the Women's World Cup. It's United States going against Colombia in pool play, and it's the U.S. striking first. Colombia with the turnover in their own zone, and Heather O'Reilly makes them pay. She rifles in the shot from 20 yards out. As we take another look, U.S. goes up 1-0. Then more from the Americans in the second. Just 4 minutes after the restart, it's Megan Rapinoe going top shelf to beat the goaltender. U.S. goes on to win 3-0. They now automatically advance to the quarterfinal round. So that's your look at sports for this hour. We'll be right back.